Hello. How are we? Welcome to Anime Friday. I'm very prepared. Trust me. I just got out of the shower and then I brushed my teeth. I'm all clean. Yeah, I'm a little bit late. I'm sorry. The alerts just like aren't updated. So I have to get a new... Oh! Socks for one. Thank you. You should donate that money to charity via my soft giving link. But thank you for the 100 gifted. You're crazy. Appreciate it. But yeah. What was I saying? I don't remember what I was saying. Check this out though. I got a little balisong knife trainer thing, and it's cool. It's really nice to play with in my hands, because I don't know if you know this. I've always wanted to just like have something in my hand to play with. That's just how I've always been. When I was a little kid, I carried little toys around with me everywhere. All the time. I just held something in my hand. But it's cool. It's from Squid Industries. It's called a Squiddy. But I've just been playing with this for like forever now. like since yesterday I got it. And now I've just been playing with it. It's awesome. But today is Anime Friday. Oh, right. I was talking about the alerts. I gotta download I gotta update the app somehow. And that's just not happening. But that's probably what I was doing. But yeah, so today's Anime Friday. If you don't know what Anime Friday is, I explained it on the first stream. But it's gonna be a kind of it's kind of like a weird mix. It's an anime stream, which I don't think many people do. But it's like a weird mix of a podcast and a stream and anime, which is something I've enjoyed for the last like 5 years. Anime, but it's pretty much just gonna be me talking. Matt recommended I do something like pull up an anime game to play while I talk, which I could do, but then I think I'll for this week I'm not gonna do it. It's just gonna be me talking, because I think I'd like a little bit more concentration, because it's gonna be mostly a story time week. Talk about how I got into anime, which is a story that I really enjoy, and am very passionate about. No, I'm not gonna play Genshin. Whoa. That's like $250, man. You know that, right? You know that's like, it's a lot of money. Well, no, it's actually like $300, and you just paid for that. 25,000 bits, huh? Gonna remind you guys that there is a soft giving link down below if you want to donate to charity, where the money will go straight to charity and not have to wait for me to get paid by Twitch, and there will be no Twitch cut. Just saying, if you want to donate there, very cool thing. But yeah, so I'm just gonna talk. That's gonna be what this week is just me talking pretty much. But Anime Friday in general, it's gonna be a whole bunch of different kinds of things. This week it's how I got into anime and why I love and hate Sword Art Online. But then like next week I could do like just my entire anime list, or I could do my top 10 anime openings type of thing. There's a lot of playing around with it we can do. But yeah, that's kind of where we're at. If you're interested, then cool. If you don't like anime, then just leave, which is chill. This is for people that want to watch me talk about anime. And if you want to donate and leave, then go for that. I don't care. Yeah. Let me just pull up the soft giving donations real quick. I hate anime, but I'm staying. Well, that just doesn't make much sense. I think that's a little counterintuitive. Okay, we got a couple donos here. Your breath smells terrible. Did you brush your tongue? No, I didn't. Because I'm talking into a microphone, which isn't your face. So suck it. And then Fletcher with the 5. Anime Friday, saving kids since 2021. True, dude. That's what we're all about here at Anime Friday, is saving the kids. Fun story. This is actually, I actually got this idea because of Atriarch. Atriarch does a, if you don't know who Atriarch is, he's like an ancient, he's like 30 plus years old. He's really too old for the platform, but he's really good at marketing, and he has a job that's not streaming, in that he does marketing for NVIDIA. And he does a stream every Monday called Marketing Monday. That he does a lot of preparation for. And that's where I got this idea. I was like, dude, this is kind of cool that he does like a prepared show every single week. And also I love Marketing Monday. I think it's fantastic. I've learned a lot from it just because it's entertaining, and I get the knowledge of marketing from Atriarch, which is sick. But I was like, what can I do that's along those lines? So I was like, I'm a weeb. I could talk about anime. I don't need like expert knowledge of the anime industry to talk about anime for like an hour. So I just decided to do it. And I feel like it'll be fun. Carson needs a keep sponsor. My man's poor hair. I don't need shit. I will simply bald. That's what I'm gonna do. Are you gonna speak about the drama? Not during Anime Friday. I don't think. Probably not at all. But definitely not right now. I guess we'll just wait for a few people to leave the chat, because there's a few people that are just here that just like won't care. Actually, no, it won't matter. Who gives a shit? So anyways, I'm gonna start talking now. So back in 2016, we're gonna go all the way back to 2016. I think it's somewhere in June. Let me actually check. I know the specific day that I started watching anime, because I was in Chicago. Well, actually, no, I wasn't in Chicago. My family and I were staying in a hotel near Chicago, and then we were gonna take the train in the morning to Chicago, so that we had a full day of Chicago, right? Which is great. It's great. Chicago's a very nice city. It gets a really bad rap for all the violence and crime there, but in general, very pretty city. If you go around the water area, it's very cool. But so we were going to take the train in the morning, and I didn't have anything to do on the train. And I don't know what made me think, maybe I'll try an anime. Maybe I'll try an anime. But so I look at Netflix. I'm like, what's on Netflix? What's an anime that I could watch? And I know the exact day I did this, because there's a video I uploaded on June 26th, 2016. And I remember uploading this video. It's a shitty CSGO clip, but I remember it because those two things were just on the same day, and I just had that locked in my brain. But the first show I decided to look at was Sword Art Online. And I look at this show, and I'm like, this sounds kind of cool, you know? If you don't know what Sword Art Online is, I'm going to be spoiling a few things about it during this stream. Sword Art Online is a show which originally takes place in like 2022, I think. It's in the future. It's set in the future. and well, like the near future, and it's about a SAO sucks. I'm gonna get there. I'm gonna get there. Don't you worry. I don't need you guys' takes on SAO like right off the bat. Okay, I'm giving a story here. Okay, I'll lay out my feelings on SAO. Okay, so here's the thing. SAO is really cool. The concept of SAO is something I think that is way better than the show actually ends up being, because the concept of SAO is you get stuck in a video game, a virtual reality video game where you can't leave, and it's a death game. That's like a really rough explanation of it, but I feel like that's like the best explanation for like anyone that hasn't seen it or anyone that doesn't watch anime. It's filled with anime tropes and all that stuff, but the actual concept of Sword Art Online is very cool. There's 100 floors that it's placed in an MMORPG. It's something that when I first watched it, I felt like I had envisioned in my head when I was like 8. That's how it felt. It felt like, oh, this is the show. This is kind of what I've been looking for, as in, like, when you're a kid, you just want to, you imagine yourself, you pretend you're in the game, you know? You pretend I'm part of this because you're a little kid. It's awesome. But that's not something you can really reconnect with later in life. I think you become more aware of the fact that, you know, you're real and you can't be in the game. But SAO proposes that that this isn't the case, that one day we will have full dive technology and be able to enter the game, which is just something that's like a wet dream for children, right? I'm gonna rephrase that. It's like a really cool idea for people with a large imagination. Um, Anyways, we're gonna move on. Low intelligence. I can't talk. Oh, yeah. Well, here comes the Twitter thread. Listen, it's inevitable. Okay, I'll just post another comic. Not on Anime Friday, bro. This is my show. This is my time. No. He just started streaming and he's already canceled. It was inevitable. I rephrased it. I didn't mean what I said. Anyways, but it's very cool. It's just a very cool concept, but it's still anime. But I was getting back to the story. I was enthralled. I start watching this on the train. I watched the first like 3 episodes, and I am hooked. I have never been this hooked on a show or anything in my life, because the entire day I am trying anywhere I go. Whoa, Space, what's up? Thank you for the 41 months. You're insane. Space, how have you been, man? Appreciate the 41 months. I think you might be my longest sub. Appreciate it, dude. If you're not VIP, you're not gonna talk in chat, but I'll VIP you, because I know you. But I was enthralled. I was so fascinated by this world and this show, and I've never watched anime up to this point. What I have watched, oh shit, what I have watched is like Avatar. I've seen Avatar. Avatar was sick. I watched Bakugan when I was a kid. I watched all the like Americanized anime type of stuff, which I know Avatar is not an anime technically, but it's kind of like anime genre type of thing. So up until this point, I have not watched something that is just like a cold-blooded anime, right? Like Sword Art Online, a real anime show. You got bored after like 15. I'm gonna get there. OMG, does this guy even know anime, bro? Listen, I've watched a lot of shows. People are just naming shows in chat. They're like, JoJo, ReZero. Good job, guys. Good job. You did it. You did it. You named the anime. But yeah, I was very enthralled. Everywhere I was going, I was just trying to pull up the show so that I could keep watching. I think I was like halfway through episode 3 of the show, where Kirito, it's the Christmas episode, and the bitch dies, and he's like depressed or whatever, and then he gets over it because it's Sword Art Online. But I was so into this. This was the coolest shit to me, and I was fascinated. I told my sister about it. I was like, dude, this show's really cool. We were at like a museum, and I'm like, dude, I have you ever watched anime? And she recommended me Death Note, and I was like, oh, there's more. It just opened me up to the world of possibilities. But so the rest of that day, I'm walking around. I'm like, sheesh. I didn't know we were dealing with virtual reality gaming in anime. Sheesh. I've never watched anime. Who's this chick? Sheesh. Who's this guy? Who's Klein? And here's another thing. I was under the impression, I see this show has like 24 episodes for a season. They've got a second season. I was like, dude, this is all going to be the first of the 100 floors of the game. For those that don't know, Sword Art Online in universe is the game that they're playing. Now I was under the impression that they're going to go up all 100 floors, and that's going to be the show. And then that didn't happen. But that entire day, I was just waiting as I was going around Chicago to go finish watching this damn show. And then we finally finish up the day, and then we drive home. And the entire drive home, I'm watching the show. And then when I get home, I crawl in bed, and I watch the show until 5 a.m. And I watch it until like the 15th episode, the last episode of the first arc. And I'm gonna give some spoilers. Like I said, I have never cried, or up until this point, I had never just cried so much at a form of media or anything. And keep in mind, I'm like, what, this was 2016. I would have been like, it was like 5 or 6 years ago. So I was like 15 or 16. So it makes sense. I still do cry at anime, but it's typically a little higher brow. But basically what happened was in the last episode of the first arc, the main girl, Asuna, we're gonna get real weeby here. Fun fact, another idea for the title of the show, of Anime Friday, woo, it was gonna be Weeaboo Boogaloo. It started off as Anime Monday, and then we were like, I don't want to do it on Monday because Atrioc did it on Monday. He's doing marketing Monday. But then I was like, what about Wee Wednesday? And then I was like, Weeaboo Boogaloo. It was hype. It was hype as fuck. And then I changed it to Anime Friday because I'm a pussy. But yeah, so basically in the last episode of this arc, Asuna goes up. There's this big final fight between Kirito, the main character, Asuna, the main girl, and then the creator of Sword Art Online, who's playing under a different handle in game, and he's got fucking like God mode. and she sacrifices herself, and I'm like, so basically, if you die in the game, you die in real life. This is a thing that's established. If you die in the game, you just die in IRL too. So like, if you die, you die. It's crazy. And I was like, did they just kill her? Did they just kill Asuna, like the main girl, like the main love interest? Did they just kill her? Is that something that happens in anime? They didn't. Spoiler alert. But I was under the impression, based off of how it was shown, that they did. And I was a stupid 15, 16-year-old. And I was crushed. I was like, no fucking way they just did that. I was blown away. And here's a take. I'm gonna talk more about SAO. Here's a take. I think if they did that, it'd be a fucking crazy ass show, and then it just ends. Because like the final shot, I don't know if you know this, Kirito is walking down like this hallway saying Asuna, Asuna, and it's fucking like sad, but like Asuna is alive, so it doesn't matter. Imagine if that was the final shot and she died, and he, dude, oh my gosh, we're gonna get into it. Anyways, just the story is, I spent that entire night, first time I ever binged something through to like 5-6 a.m. And I was at that point just like, whoa, anime kind of cool. Anime's kind of cool thing. And then I fell asleep. I was like, no way. Well, actually, no, I looked ahead and then I fell asleep. I looked ahead to the next episode to be like, is she alive? And then I went to sleep. And then the next day I watched the rest of season 1, and then I watched season 2, and then that was all that was out at the time, because this was 2016. They didn't have the movie, they didn't have season 3, they didn't have any of that yet. So, have you ever considered reading manga? I used to be a huge anime fan, but then started reading and never touched anime again. Really? Wow. I love anime because I don't know. I feel like there's some aspects of anime that I wouldn't get out of manga, but I haven't read manga, so I should probably try it. Actually, I haven't like actually read a full manga. I've looked ahead on shows that aren't completed or anything. Like so like Bloom Into You finished, and then the story was just like not done. I was like, is it done in the manga? And then I looked ahead in the manga and read that. And it was very short. But like, I've never actually read a manga all the way through. How long have you had a ballad song? I just got it. It's cool, right? I like it. It's fun to play with. Woo! It just gives me something to do with my hands. There's so many recommendations in chat, and I appreciate that. And we'll talk more about different shows and stuff on this, but do a flip. I can't do any tricks. I just got it yesterday. Oh, I just missed a actually good question, I think. Is there any film you wish you could watch for the first time again? A Silent Voice. A Silent Voice is fucking phenomenal. I love A Silent Voice. And watched it in college, and it was just like perfect time to watch it for me. It was great. Let me check donos real quick. I'm just in the middle of my little rampage about Sword Art Online. Got a 25er from Alzex. You ever play any Persona /SMT game? The 25th anniversary is coming September 20th. I could play Persona. That might be something I do on Anime Friday. You know, I talk about anime and then play an anime game. I don't know. Something as simple as that could be Anime Friday. There's really no restrictions on it. Tumblr does not exist for the. Thank you for the fiber. Are you Scrams gang? I don't know what that means. Finley weirdo. Call me Carson. More like call me Weeb man. Help. I'm sorry, I can't help you. Thank you for the 25er. Cade Williams, thank you for 10. Stay strong, brothers. Hammy Ham, I'm back. Happy Anime Friday. Love the comic. Still waiting for an epic conclusion. Yeah, I know. Maybe I'll make a third frame at some point. Kyla, do you plan on making any new merch, such as merch that just says "Call Me Carson"? That'd be such bad merch. IMO. Have you heard of Symphogear? I say it's a cool anime. No, I have not watched it, but I have heard of it. Jerkrat, thank you for the 25er. Yeah, that's it. Okay. I gotta do a thing with my alerts real quick. Control Shift I. And then press console. And then paste. Oh, okay, cool. I'm updating my so Auto has like an alerts widget that I have to update so that the alerts work. Have you ever finished anime and then look at the manga and then dislike the anime art style? No, that's never something I've experienced. Typically the anime looks better than the manga, I feel like. Is that Among Us bin in the background? No, it's just an Among Us plushie. Does it look like a bin? Does it look like a trash can or something? I feel like it doesn't. I am hyped for Star Wars Visions, yes. Someone asked about Star Wars anime in the chat. But yeah, besides like Avatar and Bakugan and a little bit of Pokemon in my childhood, the only other show like that I had watched before Sword Art Online was Ruby. And Ruby isn't like the best. I have some opinions on Ruby too. I think Ruby has a lot of wasted potential. I think it could be so cool. But they're just missing some stuff. Maybe I'll talk about that at some point. I've watched every season of Ruby though. Before you go saying, "Oh, Carson hates Ruby." Nope. I keep watching it. But yeah, so that's the story of how I started watching anime. That's what got me into the anime scene. And then I started watching like Erased. I watched Death Note, and then from there on, I was just anime viewer. And every year, I've become more and more of an anime anime enjoyer. Beyond Bone. Have you heard of Banana Fish anime? It's my favorite. I have heard of Banana Fish. I haven't watched it. Thank you for the 25er. Oh, I forgot to take my pill. Ah! It's time to take my drugs. Ah. Shh. Don't tell anyone. First matey Katie, thank you for the 1,000 bits. Oh, did it update? Normal pills. Yeah, they are. It's so that I am normal. That's what it's for. While your room looks so nice, I made it look better. Hair growth. They're not for hair growth. No. Okay, the widget app is just not opening. I don't think. Oh, I see. I think. Nope, just not opening. Okay. I will worry about it later. Look what Carson taught me. There's so much anime in chat. This is awesome. I love this, guys. I'm glad that there's some interest in Anime Friday. Do you like romance animes? I do. I have a problem. I really enjoy romance animes because I'm a fucking softie, I guess. But here's what we're gonna do. Here's my stuff about Sword Art Online, and maybe I'll pull up like a Google Doc so I can keep better track of this about like what I've talked about and what I haven't. So, oh shit, people request access and shit. Okay, so Sword Art Online, right? I'm a slow typer. Spoiler alert. Oh shit. Sword Art Online. Here is why I love and hate it, right? And you're probably thinking, how could you both love and hate something like this? Because I think a lot of people have very strong opinions one way or the other on shows and stuff, and I'm different. I enjoy trash. I watch a lot of anime that's just not good, and enjoy it, which doesn't make any sense. But it's just the case. I love trashy garbage stuff. Maybe not like extremely trashy garbage, but like if it's got a good concept, I enjoy watching it. And SAO has an amazing concept. It feels so much like I've never been able to place my thoughts exactly on Sword Art Online, but it feels so much bigger in my head of an idea than it actually is. It feels so much cooler than it ended up being. The first few episodes, the episode 1 and 2 feel so cool. The stakes are set. It just feels like this world allows for so much and gives you so little, you know? But I want to talk about how I would change Sword Art Online to be something that I really enjoy. My problems with Sword Art Online are like the characters suck ass. Besides like Kirito and Asuna. I'm going to be hurting some people's feelings here. I don't give a shit about like I don't care about Lisbeth. I don't care about Aegil. Aegil's actually kind of cool. Klein Klein's all right. I really don't care about Lisbeth. or Silica or Yui. Oh my gosh. Yui. Let's talk about Yui. Oh, the rape stuff's obviously bad. We're not talking about any of the like rape stuff that's in SAO because it's weird. I don't know why it's in there. But like everyone's already talked about that. I want to talk about the stuff that's like actually interesting. Dude, Yui sucks. Holy crap. Dude. Okay. Let me pull up Sword Art Online anime episode list. Okay. Right. Okay. I've watched the first arc like 8 times. So I pretty much know each episode. But okay. So here's what happens. Okay, listen. So the first like 3 episodes. Okay, fine. The time skip right here is insane. They skip from and this is because of how Sword Art Online was written, and then adapted. They skip from like the first floor to like 30 something floors in. They skip so far ahead into the story, and there's so much character development that just doesn't happen. And it's because the way Reki Kawahara, the original like author of the light novels, wrote it was a bunch of short stories that then got adapted into an anime, which sucks. And that's why he's writing something called Sword Art Online Progressive, where he goes through each floor. But even then, Red Nose Reindeer is still all right. You know, I'm still intrigued by Red Nose Reindeer. Black Swordsman, kind of cool. You know, I don't care about Silica. And then it just these are like fine episodes because it's cool development for Asuna and Kirito. But like, I don't give a shit about like the actual drama within the safe zone, right? And then it changes into here. It's just, oh wait, this is the Lisbeth episode, which I could go without. And then this right here is when they start adapting. Like they're like, this is when Reki starts actually writing the show. Like, not writing the show, writing the story to be coherent. And this is just like Kirito and Asuna doing shit. And then right here, this fucking dumbass, stupid ass, what, I don't know what he was thinking. They get like a daughter. They're like 16. They're like 16. They have like a daughter in game, but the daughter's a like sentient AI, and it's stupid. And then later in the show, she's like, there's some you gotta have some you gotta turn your brain off a little bit, because well, yeah, Kirito hacks her back to life. It's awesome. He goes, and then she's alive. And then later in the show, like he makes her like a camera, so she just kind of exists IRL when they're out of the game. It's dumb. But these episodes right here fucking slap. These right here fucking slap. Dude, Kirito and Asuna was like the best part of the show. Because it's like the dynamic they set up within the parameters of the story for those two characters is really well done. Even if you don't like Sword Art Online altogether, I think anyone can say, you know, Kirito and Asuna, that's a pretty like iconic anime duo. You know? Just saw a comment that said Kirito would use 4chan. Dude, no, he's fucking deeper than that. He's a real gamer. Look at his clothes, dude. Look at Kirito's clothes and tell me maybe he is a 4chan user. I don't know. The dual wielding episode is nuts. It could be better. I think you're talking about the blue-eyed demon right here. It could be better, actually, in my opinion. Because it is a cool episode, but I think some of the fight choreography of Sword Art Online in general is kind of boring, but it is pretty hype in general. Have you watched SAO Bridge? I have. But anyways, so that's my feelings on this first arc, and this first arc is really all I care about. After this first arc, they go into Fairy Dance, which is like, it's so lame and also incestuous in some capacity, because it changes from this badass 100 floors setup that they have with the original MMORPG that doesn't have like magic or anything, right? Cool. You have to clear the game to get out of the game. Very good setup. And then it changes, and then like Kirito gets out, but then Asuna's still in the game somehow, and then like she has this creepy guy that's like keeping her in there, that took control of the game after it got closed. And then Kirito's sister slash cousin is like, yeah, I'm in love with you. And then Kirito's like, okay, kind of weird, champ, but whatever. And then it turns into Gun Game, uh, in 2014 season 2. Season 2 is actually okay. I've rewatched season 2 a couple times. Season 2 is actually better written. Like overall, it's more coherent, and it's kind of fun to watch. It's very okay. I think the concept is less interesting to me, but like much better written. Um, Xenon actually has a character arc. There's there's much less weird shit. I don't know. And then Caliber sucks. I don't really care about Caliber. It's just like a side story. And then Mother's Rosario is kind of cool. It's a story about Asuna and a girl she meets in game. And it's just that's like pretty well written, honestly. And then Alicization. And then Alicization is like, I don't have many feelings on Alicization. It's like Alicization's like better, right? But it's just less interesting. It's just the concepts fall more flat because it just becomes a normal fantasy world, which is less interesting. But I know why it does. Like Reiki Kawahara throughout the series has these themes of like, what's the difference between the real world and the virtual world, and then Kirito's like, just the amount of data, and then in the like that's the whole thing is like later on, like in Alicization they make a world with living breathing people that have their own brains, and then you could take one of the AI from there and make it into a real person, and that's how you make real AI. And it's just it just loses track of what I think is originally really cool, which is the idea of a game that you're trapped in with 10,000 other people. It's a death game. There's a culture that's built up there while you're there. Here's what I'm gonna get into. I'm very passionate about this, okay? Listen. In Arc 1 Aincrad, which is Aincrad is what the world of SAO is called. Okay? Listen. Hope your charity endeavors are successful. Thanks. Listen. Here's the thing. What was I going to say? I'm going to lay this out for you. Imagine Sword Art Online. You wipe the slate clean. You have Kirito and Asuna still. Kirito and Asuna. Keep them. No Yui. Just Kirito for a while. Actually, no. Kirito and Asuna. This looks like the writings of a deranged man. Scriptwriter moment. So here's the thing. I think the show, if you dial it down, go back to like the first couple episodes, right? Build it up from here. And it's just building Kirito and Asuna as like surviving in this world. Maybe they're separated a little bit, but imagine it going through all the floors, and then it plays around with the culture of the game, because what you get when you dial it back is a very interesting concept. How do these people that just got trapped in this game that have to clear it, and it's a fucking death game where you can kill each other so that you can get better stuff to keep yourself afloat, how do those people deal with the situation they're in? And it's kind of dealt with in Red-Nosed Reindeer. This is like the darkest episode because someone commits suicide and they just brush over it, right? But that's a very real thing. That would 100% happen, and that's so fascinating as from the standpoint of how would you write these characters that have to cope with this, right? That is, oh my gosh. And they barely deal with it because Reki Kawahara had like other ideas in mind, and then like it was all short stories. It just falls apart. There's so much you could play around with there that would be so sick. And that's why I love and hate SAO, is because SAO is so promising. And there's so much there that could be done, and it just ends up being less than it could be. And I am so fascinated by wasted potential in shows and games and stuff like that when something is so cool and could be so much cooler and better done. That just fascinates the heck out of me, right? Ruby as well, exactly. That's why I watched all Ruby and been like, you guys could, I don't know, you guys could do a little bit more with this. I think you have way too many characters in this show, and the main characters are kind of interesting, and you don't really focus on them. And then there's all these other characters, and then Salem's kind of boring. I don't really know why I should care about Salem. Cinder's kind of interesting, and then like, but you kind of make her really lame. And then the fight scenes could be a lot cooler, like they were in the trailers in season 1 and 2. And then you were like, but what if we made animation easier? And anyways. So there's a movie, I just saw this mentioned in chat. There's a movie coming out about Sword Art Online. Not about Sword Art Online. Of Sword Art Online. It's Reki's rewritten like first floor story. It's called Sword Art Online Progressive Aria of a Starless Night, and the art's really cool for it. I had this. One second. Excuse me. Where is it? Yeah. No. I just want the picture, man. Yeah, I had this as my phone background for a while because this is so sick. This is such a sick picture. Okay, look at this. It's so cool. Anyways, I'm very interested to see it, but I think it's gonna have a lot of the same failures. Because I think Reki Kawahara just wouldn't write things the same way I would, which is fine. And I will still enjoy it for what it is because that's just how I am. But, dude, imagine what we could have had with Sword Art Online. What about Sinon? Sinon's fine. Make Carson the new writer. Oh, I don't know about that. Here's the thing. I can talk all my shit from this chair, but I'm not the one writing it, and I will never be the one writing it. Just say it with your chest. He sucks as a character writer. I don't think he does. I think he's gotten better. I think Sinon was actually fun. Kirito's boring. In general. I think the most fascinating parts of Kirito are his struggles, and I think they're badly written, especially in the first arc. That's another thing. Kirito should have to deal with shit more, and Kirito needs to go through more in the show, and he doesn't. He's a generic protagonist. Well, yeah, everyone points to him as generic protagonist, and there's a reason for that. But you kind of shit with that knife, no offense. I'm just going like, dude, oh my gosh. Everyone loves to criticize. Dude, this is all I'm doing is going like this. I'm just going up and down because I'm playing with it in my hand. Sheesh. Leave me alone. Kind of true though. He ends up dealing with shit in the newest season, right? Yeah, a little bit. Now do a kickflip with it. Kickflip! Whoa! You should check out Log Horizon. It's so much better. I've heard Log Horizon just turns into like a civilization sim, where it's like it is interesting, but it gets caught up too much in the world and not enough in the characters. I think there's a balance. I have seen SAO Bridge. People typically talk about how it's just better written than the actual show, and like I kind of disagree because they change. I don't think it is. I think it's too satirical, if that makes sense. I think it doesn't take itself seriously enough, to the point where like I don't compare them. It is a squiddy trainer butterfly knife. Yeah, I've heard I need to watch One Piece Greasy Tacos. Would you want your version of SAO be there, but it was only one season, or keep it the way it is? Okay, imagine Kirito and Asuna throughout all of SAO are built up as characters. They go through all 100 floors, and then Asuna dies on the last floor, saving Kirito, and then Kirito goes back to the real world, but he's fucking sad to be there because there's no point in being there after all this time of trying to get out of the game. The one thing he wanted to protect is gone. That would be such a horrific, terrible, sad ending, and it would fucking slap so hard. Did you like Kirito's sister? No, she sucks. What do you think of alternative Gun Gale Online? That's well done. Isn't that just a different writer? Yeah, but she hot though. Have you only watched SAO? No. What did Nico say? Sinon was best girl. Okay. You talk about struggles, but what do you think about the struggles in season 3 and season 4? They were fine. Like it's season 3 and 4 are fine as far as like writing. They are so just fine. But like I said before, they just lose the luster. They lose the appeal for me in a lot of ways, because the original ideas of Sword Art Online were so cool. No, I'm gonna show my Annie list next stream. Next Anime Friday. I'll do a whole thing, probably. Beginning of Alicization was fucking amazing. It was cool. And then it became increasingly less interesting as time went on, and I was introduced to more characters in Alicization. I have heard of Welcome to the NHK. I haven't watched it yet. But who farting the best in SAO? Like, who has the nastiest rips? The smelliest toots. Definitely Akihiko Kaiba. Still fucking farting from the grave, dude. Farting as like, like what is he? He's just like uploaded to the cloud or whatever. His conscience. There's some ass pulls in that show. Oh my gosh. the initial idea is so good, and then there's just so much stuff that you have to deal with. Thank you for 31 months. Sheesh. Thank you. Oh shit, we hit 4,000 subs. Thank you. Let me check donos. I got a Squint Industries a week ago. Learning tricks is fun and quick. Have fun. Thanks. Top Cat Ewing, thank you for tenor. IMO, the first part of SAO in Ironcrad should have been much longer. Yes, I think we all agree. I think everyone would agree with you there. I think it was the most interesting part of the show. I've never read Dojins. To the people asking about Dojins, I've been seeing that in chat. Do I have a LSF thread, by the way? I'm just thinking about what I said, and you know, I wouldn't be surprised. Yeah. I don't think it doesn't have many upvotes yet, so that's positive. Oh man. Damn, motherfucker looking like he aged 20 years. Shit's rough, bro. Lamau, he's always looked like this. That's valid. That's valid. Why do you laugh like Mizkif now? I don't think. I saw someone clip that of me going and I just did it. I don't know. I don't think I laugh like Miz. I think I have multiple different laughs. I have seen Toradora, Sketchinator. Boy, you ugly. I will DJ Doja Fish. DJ Dova Fish. I will. I don't know if there's anything else to really say about SAO. I have like so many thoughts about it that I'd have to like watch through it again and then talk about it again. Because the last time I watched it was like 8 months ago. For the love of God, stop talking about SAO. Dude, why are you here? That was like the whole thing. That was like the whole stream, man. What's... What? You seem lost. What do you think about fan rewrites of stuff like SAO and or Ruby? I've never looked at any. Ruby could be so much cooler too. Sword Art Online. I don't know. I have this thing with just wasted potential in shows that makes me more interested in the show than I would be otherwise. It's a very weird thing. I don't know. Is this annoying, by the way, or is this? I'm having fun with this. I have fun playing around with this in my hand. But if it's annoying, I will stop doing it. Okay, cool. MHA is dragging a bit for me. My hero is in a weird spot, but I think it's gonna end up really good if you know like what's coming up in the show. Like I've looked ahead, the stuff coming is very interesting. So this is the creative mind behind the Go Long comic. It is. It is. Feel threatened. Let's see if Otto's widgets will come up now. I feel like I had more that I wanted to say, but I think I also covered all my bases. It's a little scuffed. Anime Friday is going to be a little scuffed for a little while, as I figure out what I'm doing with it. Because this was just basically my excuse to talk anime for a bit on stream, because there's a lot of people that want to hear my takes on anime, apparently, and I like talking about it. So it's just gonna be a little scuffed for a little bit. It's usually gonna be like an hour long, kind of like this, but it's right now there's just like no real plans with it. But I like anime and I like talking about it, and maybe eventually I'll have a better, like, I don't know, maybe I'll have like a starting jingle or something. I don't know what I'll do. But all my Anime Fridays will be posted on the VODs channel and stuff. Where you got that butterfly knife from? It's from Squid Industries. If you look up Squid Industries. Weeaboo Boogaloo. You should watch some episodes of One Piece every week and have a section on Anime Friday talking about the episodes you watched. People love One Piece, man. I've worked on a basis for Ruby world building rewrite with like zero interest. Wanting to make stuff better hurts. Yeah, that's fair. What was your favorite Gen 5 Pokemon? Oshawott, probably. Actually, no. Gen 5? Dude, isn't that the one with the shitty, like, garbage? It's like the garbage Pokemon. It's literally like the trash Pokemon. That's like its name. Trubbish. Yeah. No, Trubbish is the GOAT. Trubbish is awesome. You ever seen that guy? Trubbish. Holy shit. Most goated Pokemon ever. Look at this thing. You're gonna sit there and tell me this isn't the greatest Pokemon of all time? You're gonna sit there and tell me that I'm wrong? Wicked Witch of the East, bro. She came down in a bubble, dog. It's just trash. And then there's the ice cream Pokemon too. Oh, wait. And there's literally a Chandelier one too. Chandelier or whatever. Dude, what were they doing in Gen 5? Gen 5, they were just like, fuck it. Chandelier. Chandelier is cool, but it's also a chandelier. They looked up at their like light in their kitchen. They're like, yeah, I can do that. Did you know the Vanillite line are actually icicles covered in snow? But they're designed to look like ice cream. Shroud's live, I'm leaving. Alright. I understand. What if Gen 5 tier list? I'd have to play through Gen 5. But yeah, I figure I've talked all I want for Anime Friday. No. But I was gonna go into something else. I don't know yet. I was thinking about doing my Pokemon Mystery Dungeon playthrough now. Like starting it. But I don't have like the emulator or anything set up. Should I? Oh shit, people are hyped. Okay, I'll do it. It's gonna take me a few to set up. Yeah, I think it's Mystery Dungeon time. You guys want to watch something while I set this up? I love how that the currency for your channel points thing is just flipping acorns. Dude, it's awesome, right? Pan rain walkthrough, baby. Hey, maybe I do that. Maybe I do. You pull up a little Rambalic, bro. We're just doing this while I set up the emulator and alerts. POV, you're playing Pokemon Go. This is Rambalic, yeah. Rambalock. I don't know how to say the name. Their nighttime walk videos are so nice. I agree, Nico. You're a man of class, Nico. These actors are really bad.
普通のメロンパン、東京メロンパン。はい、180円で。お願いします。あ、袋なしお願いします。このままで。はい。全然。これもいらない。はい。はい。ありがとうございます。はい。じゃあ580円。はい、ありがとうございます。ありがとうございます。
Zach, are you in chat? Wait, yo, I just realized that Acorns is an anagram for Carson. OMG, you're a genius. Oh, we got another Doe now, it looks like. One sec. Klein was also an underused character, disappeared for half the show. True. Yeah, there was a lot of problems. I'm sure I'll talk more about SAO. I have many thoughts. I'm blanking right now because I'm on stream, but I'll talk about it more. When are you making the comic Patreon? ASAP, bro. This is a new strand type game. How did you know? Yes, I am really there. How did you know? Gotta turn down the volume. Okay, I'm gonna have to set this up. One sec. Would game capture work for this? No, surely not. Window capture. That should work. An absolute pro at his work, true. This work. How do I set up a PlayStation controller? No clue. Don't. It's a huge hassle. I will be simply using keyboard. Why am I subbed? Yeah, that's fair. Well, it should be relatively set up now. I have no idea what the controls are actually. Control settings, up a W, left A, down, right, B, E, A, Q, Y, Y is Z, X is X, and left trigger is that, and right trigger is that. Yeah. Oh shit. It's fine. Okay, here we go. Let the questions begin. Okay, so for a little backstory here. This is one of my favorite games of all time. Game is on bottom screen. Switch it. Oh, is it? Oh, is it actually? Are you sure about that? Shit's so loud. Okay. If you saw someone doing something bad, could you scold them? been invited to a wonderful party. It's time for the party to start, but there's nobody there. You think, did something happen? Maybe I have the day wrong. Let's get this party started. Did something happen? You see a cake that is past its expiration date, but only by 1 day. What do you do? Get someone to try it first. Everyone around you is laughing hard at something you think is pretty boring. What do you do? Do you like lively parties? No. You're about to buy a popular game when someone else gets the last copy. How do you feel? I shed a few tears. Or these questions. This is how you get your Pokemon chosen. For those that don't know, this is one of my favorite games of all time, and this is how you get chosen for what your Pokemon's gonna be. And I'm just answering it like I would normally. And we're gonna get whoever we want. Not whoever we want, whoever we end up with. Your friends seem to be making plans to hang out just out of earshot. You think, well, they invite me? No big deal. I want to go too. You're hiking up a mountain when you reach diverging paths. Which kind do you take? Wide. Are you male or female? Male. And now your aura will be analyzed. Your aura is the energy that you radiate. That's right. Stay perfectly still. Take a deep breath. And now exhale. I always did that when I was a kid, actually. I always went along with it and did it. A clear aqua blue. Thank you for answering all those questions. You seem to be the sassy type, or at least somewhat sassy. You don't like taking orders. You're a little rebellious and like to disagree. You're a lone wolf. I'm the Sigma male. I'm the Sigma male, chat. Look, listen. I'm a lone wolf. I like to keep my distance from groups and go off to do things on my own. Older folks may be the ones who find you the most disagreeable, even selfish, but people younger than you tend to really admire. Yeah, I'll be a Riolu. I'll be a Riolu. I'm not a sassy baka, chat. I'm not a sassy baka. Stop. And finally, who will be your partner? Choose the Pokemon you want for a partner. Okay. So we actually get to choose the partner. And I'm curious, chat, what do you think? I know Trico goes kind of crazy because he gets quick attack, which can attack from like 2 tiles away, which kind of nuts. And the guy I used to watch, Vaporeon Kappa. No, I'm not. People are weird. The person I used to watch play this game, Super Skarmory, always had a Trico as his partner. Also, do you guys notice the like little light blue lines on the sides of the window capture? What's up with that? How do I fix that? Barely noticeable. Okay. Shinx has best coverage for Riolu because they have dark and electric moves. That makes sense. Shrink the capture a bit. Oh no. Oh no. What did I do? That works. Okay, here. How come Pikachu ate a chick? I don't know. I don't know how it works. Okay, let's pick like 3 and then do a poll. So let's say Shanks is one of them. Then Trico. And then... Mudkip, apparently. So let's do Shanks, Trico, Mudkip. And then I gotta pull up the chat so I can actually see the poll. Is Mod already making that? Here, I'll make it. Partner. Shanks. Trico. Wait, how do you spell Trico? Is it like that? Yeah. And then Mudkip. Start poll. The poll is running. Oh shit, the alerts are on top of me. It looks like Shanks is winning. I can't believe the game thought I was a Sigma male. I mean, it's true, but like, I can't believe that. You know? Okay, it looks like it's gonna be Shanks. Unless Mudkip gets like 50 bajillion votes in the next 5 seconds. Yeah, no. It's gonna be Shanks. How'd Shanks win? So many people say Mudkip in chat. Ooh. Wait, what if you're Shanks, chat? What if chat is Shanks? I'm Shanks. I'm not naming him bruh. Should I name him after my cat? Name him Stinks. Name him Mudkip. Fucking Mudkip. Best of both worlds, chat. Wait, did I get to say my name? Oh no, that's later. Let the game begin! Whoa, 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 whoa! Are you okay? No, don't let go. This is how I'm gonna voice act the entire time. Just a little longer. Come on, hang on. No. I can't. Hold on. Wow. That doesn't sound good. Can I commission you for voice acting? I'd love to. I would love to. Whoa, wait. We missed this. Someone dropped... Dude, this didn't come up on stream. Dude, someone dropped... Heck yeah, dropped $1,000. Thank you so much, man. You're top donator now. Holy shit. I hope you're doing well, Carson. Good luck to the future. Thanks, man. I hope you're doing well, too. You're crazy. Yeah, but thanks so much, man. It's going to help a lot. Basically, Wiz, thank you for the $10. Yo, Carson, do you have an opinion on N hentai? I don't know what that is. DJ Dova Fish, thank you for $5. This can't be Japan. No girls are calling him a sussy baka. Oh. Heffy TV, thank you for $10. I rate a poll for what anime you should watch next. My vote is JoJo. Okay. I should probably watch JoJo. Okay. This happens a lot. Erg. Oh, how pretty. Where am I? Look at this dumbass. I can't. Drifting off. Investing in voice acting incorporated. No. I refuse to be paralyzed by this any longer. This is it. I have to steal my courage today. That's Mudkip. It's Mudkip. Pokemon detected. Pokemon detected. Whose footprint? Whose footprint? The footprint is Shinx's. The footprint is Mudkip's. Wah! That was too shocking. Whoa. I can't work up the courage to go in after all. I told myself that this is the day, but... This dumbass rock, this stupid ass, gay ass, this gay ass, motherfucking damn ass, gay ass rock, dude. I thought that holding on to my personal treasure would inspire me. Sigh. I just can't do it. I'm such a coward. This is so discouraging. Holy shit, is this Matthew Mercer? Hey, Zubat. Did you get a load of that? You better do coughing. That little wimp that was pacing around had something good, right? That wimp had something, that's for sure. It looked like some kind of treasure. Do we go after it? We do. Let's see how long he can keep this up. Wait, that's not Mudkip, that's Shinx. Oh, this is gonna be fun. This is gonna be a good time. Oh wow, what a pretty sight. Zubat is Randy Savage. When the weather's good, the Krabby come out at sundown to blow bubbles. All those bubbles catching the setting sun's rays off the waves. It's always beautiful. Dude, mudkips sound kind of weird. Mudkip is such a pussy. This is where I always come when I'm feeling sorry for myself. Sad, but it makes me feel good to be here like always. Coming here is uplifting. It cheers me up. Hey, what's that? What's going on over there? Wah! Someone has collapsed on the sand. Rush, rush. What happened? You seem to be collapsed on the sand. Are you okay? Ugh. You're awake. That's a relief. Where am I? You weren't moving at all. I was seriously worried. You remember how you ended up unconscious out here? How much to hire you for voice acting? Pay for it via donation to charity. I was unconscious? What happened? Well, I'm Mudkip. I'm glad to meet you. Then who are you? I've never seen you around before. That's how we talk, by the way. What? You say you're a human? Well, you don't look like that at all. You look like a totally normal Riolu to me. It's true. I've turned into a Riolu. This sure isn't going to be good for the economy. Saint Psycho, thank you. But how did this happen? I don't remember anything. You're a little odd. Are you pulling some kind of trick on me? You're telling me the truth? Thank you, Godfam Zeta. Alright then, your name. What's your name? My name? That's right. My name is... Oh, Balls is your name? Okay. Well, you don't seem to be a bad Pokemon, at least. Sorry that I doubted you. More and more bad Pokemon have been turning up lately, you see. Thank you, Baka Bliat. Many Pokemon have gone aggressive lately. Things have grown somewhat lawless. Baka. with the voice that I gave Zubat, that's really fucking funny. Well, I do beg your pardon. Hey, why'd you do that? I can't figure it out. We wanted to mess with you. Can't face up to us, can you? What? That's yours, isn't it? No, that's... Sorry, kiddo. We'll take that. Whoa. Not gonna make a move to get that back? What's the matter? Too scared. Nice voice. I'm so excited. Thanks. The stream fucking sucks, Carson. Thank you. I didn't expect that you'd be such a coward. Come on, let's get out of here. See you around, chicken. Oh. What should I do? That's my personal treasure. It means everything to me. And if I lose that... No, there's no time to waste. I've got to get it back. Hey, can I get you to help me? What? You won't help me? That thing really means everything to me. If I can't get... He's crying. If I can't get it back... I'm serious, please? Please help me get that treasure of mine back. Really? First try? You'll really help? Thank you. Let's go quickly. Oh, the game has started. Head for the stairway. As you go, you can attack enemies by pressing A. Enemies won't move or act until you do. Oh. Oh no. I gotta figure out the fucking controls on this shit. Oh wow, Shink's already... I'm sorry, Mudkip already has quick attack? Okay. Control config. Okay. So my basic attack is Q. Yeah, there we go. Easy. Okay, open menu would be X, which I think is still X. Yep. Wow, I have a lot of fucking stuff. I have a lot of moves already. Don't you not start off with all these normally? Am I stupid? Money. P is this world's money. Save it up to buy useful items for your adventures. Boss's moves. Troll face. There's a way to fast run. Here, let's figure it out. Is it gonna be... You can carry one item. This item is you find on the floor have a variety of useful effect. If you find an item, open a menu without using the item shop and see what. Yeah, that's gonna be bad. We're gonna want a... I'm gonna change that. Currently, I have to hold E to fast run. Sorry, it's gonna take a minute for me to get all these commands working. Not commands, you know what I mean. Ah! See, look at the quick attack. That's sick. I'm glad I have quick attack on Mudkip. It's so easy. This game's so free. This is actually for children. Ow. I think you can do it around corners too. I'm not positive on that. Berry. I hold berry. In order, berry restores HP. If you want to use the berry, open the menu. Shit. There's a key to open a grid. It's Y. Yeah. I'm still getting used to this. Ah. In some areas, you will see a ground tile with a green arrow. It's called a water tile. Step on it to heal any stat changes. Oh, it's a blast seed. I could use that. Swap. Wait, Auto just told me to restart the widget for alerts. Balls pressed over the blats. Balls passed over a seat. Come on, guys. It's not that funny. It's pretty funny though. I think this is going to be really fun, actually. I think this is going to be a really good time. Who's glitchy fur? You have a verification tick, and therefore you are prone. You are not. I gotta see who you are. I see. What do you do? You just do furry content. Fascinating. Oh no, you did a oh, never mind. I was like, oh, you did an anime review, and then it was B-Stars, which is also furry. I do the worst thing on the planet. I think you just enjoy something. I think you're fine. But like, I'm not gonna watch it because I'm not a furry, you know. But like, for furries, I feel like you're probably doing a pretty good job. I was interested. Oh fuck! How do I leave? Boop 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 boop. Are the alerts working now? I don't think they are. We all know you're furry. I made a video once that I'm not proud of, where I was like, guys, look how cringy furries are. It was like in 2016 or something. And now I'm like, who gives a shit, man? Who cares? You can speed up the base movement speed in the settings. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. I will do that. One second. I got level 6, baby. I can learn a new move. Counter. Info. Gives the user the counter status that returns damage from physical attack moves back to the attacking enemy. Is that better than endure? A Pokemon with the enduring status will survive any attack or move that would normally make it faint. It will hang on with only 1 HP. What's foresight? Resets any boosted evasiveness of the targeted enemy. It's also... It's fucking stupid. Yeah. Balls grew, Ponga Chip. Let's fucking go, dude. It's hype. Oh, Mudkip also fucking blew the fuck up. Great, I leveled up. He didn't get a new move, though. Kind of lame, Mudkip. I'm trying to see if there's a better seed anywhere. I don't think there is. What's over here? Nothing. I don't need the berry. I have a blast seed. If you have questions about anything, you can check out quick hints by opening the menu with X. Oh my. Why would you do that? That is so mean. Oh, right. Wait. Oh shit. I need... Where's the... How do I don't know what the button for select is. Oh, no, not that. I will have this figured out eventually. Right shift, enter. Nope, not that. Control phone config. Yeah, I don't know how to pull up settings. Options are in others. Oh, really? Oh, shit. Gotcha. Top screen should be team stats. Oh, fuck. There we go. That's cool. That's what I always ran for that screen. Can't I give Shinx a preferred move too, or something? Yes, you can, yeah. I don't think there's gonna be any seeds. Shut the fuck up, Shellos. Boop, 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 boop. What's the arrows? They're like they're called wonder tiles. Ah! Yay! Well, well. If it isn't our old friend the big chicken. He's actually a mudkip. Erk! He was really affected by that. Give me back what you stole from me. That's my personal treasure. It means everything to me. Treasure, you say? So that thing really is valuable. It could be worth more than we'd hoped for, I'd say. We ought to try selling it. Who knows? It might get a good price. Whoa ho ho. All the more reason not to give it back. What? If you want it back that badly... Wait, fuck. If you want it back that badly, come and get it. Okay, boss fight. And then we do a little trolling. And then we do a little trolling. It's not really a boss. It's just it's just like a introductory thing. Oh well. Ugh, we got roughed up. But blast it. How'd we get wiped out by wimps like them? Bah! Here you go, take it then. Well ho. Don't you think you're so awesome? Your victory was a fluke. Yeah, you just remember that. Oh, it's my relic fragment. Am I ever glad? I actually did manage to get it back. It's only because you agreed to help me, boss. Shut the why are you crying, dude? Thank you, boss. Hey, no problem, man. The bosses do get tougher, yes. Thank you, seriously. Bzz, 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 beep, 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 beep. I only helped because I happened to be there. Was that the right thing to do? I guess so. This Pokemon is clearly grateful. It's nice to be appreciated. Bunkum? Here's what they stole. This is a relic fragment. Well, at least that's what I started calling it. But this relic fragment is my precious treasure. How's that Zubat voice not killing your throat? It was. It really was. You see, I've always liked legends and lore. I always get so excited when I hear tales from the past. Don't you feel the same way? Hidden troves, full of treasure and strange relics. Uncharted territories, veiled in darkness. New lands just waiting to be discovered. Such places must be full of unimaginable gold and treasure. And history. Wouldn't it be amazing to make historic discoveries? That's what I always dream of. It's all exciting to me. So one day, I happened to come across my relic fragment. I admit that it looks like junk, but take a closer look. So you see? I scribbled on it. I made a little drawing. It's mine. See? That inscription forms a strange pattern, doesn't it? And I drew it. It's true. He did draw this. I've never seen a pattern like this. There must be some significance to this pattern. This relic fragment must be the key to legendary places, to areas where precious treasure lies. And at least that's the feeling I get. It's on DeviantArt, balls. It's just chalk. That's why I want to join an exploration team. This fragment must fit into something. Somewhere. I want to discover where that is. I want to solve the mystery of my relic fragment. So earlier, I tried joining an exploration team as an apprentice. But I chickened out. What about you, Balls? What are you going to do? You lost your memory, and you somehow transformed into a Pokemon, I guess. And I just believe you at face value. Do you have anywhere to go and stay after this? Beep, 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 beep. If not, can I ask a big favor? Would you be willing to form an exploration team with me? I'm convinced that I can form an effective exploration team with you, Balls. So will you? Please? Whoa, what should I do? I'm getting recruited out of the blue, and I just became a Pokemon. I don't know what an exploration team is. What should I do? Should I say no? It's true. I do have nowhere to go. I don't have any clue what I should do next. I guess it wouldn't hurt to team up with Mudkip for now. Maybe I'll eventually discover who or what I am by hanging out with this Pokemon. Okay, that's settled. Yes? Really? You'll form an exploration team with me? Yes, thank you. We're going to be a great combination. Let's make this work. First, we should go to Wigglytuff's place and sign up as apprentices. That's where we need to train to become a first-rate exploration team. I'm sure the training will be very tough. But let's give it our best, Balls. And so, Mudkip and Balls formed an exploration team. This turned out to be their very first step into many fantastic realms of adventure that awaited their arrival. What if you become Aaron's Lucario? Who's Aaron? Don't do it, man. Don't do it. This sucks, man. I've been back 3 days. I've been back 3 days, man. 3. It's fucking stupid. Where's this save? How's this save? I don't know how to save. Save state as. Save state. Save. Chapter 2. The new guild recruits. Phone for 2. I have. It's true. This is Wigglytuff's guild. To form an exploration team, you need to register your team here. Then you have to train until you become a first-rate exploration team. Yikes! Isn't there something a little odd about this place? No. I've got balls with me this time. I have to be brave. Pokemon detected. Pokemon detected. Whose footprint? Whose footprint? The footprint is... Fuck. The footprint is Shinx's. The footprint is Shinx's. What? No. I have to be strong. ... Beep, beep, beep. You may enter. Someone's with you, so get the stranger to stand up there. They probably meant you, Balls. They said to stand up here. Beep, beep, beep. There's a grate covering the hole. It's made so that no one can fall through. Still, it's really strange. It looks like it will tickle my feet or maybe something else. Hey, you, stranger, get on the grate. Pokemon detected. Pokemon detected. Whose footprint? Whose footprint? The footprint is... What's the matter? Sentry? Sentry? What's wrong, Sentry? Diglett. Meow. The footprint is... Maybe Riolu's. Maybe Riolu's. What? Maybe? Oh, that's the loud guy. He's loud. But it's not a footprint that you normally see around here. Look, that's pretty crummy. Checking the footprints of fizzy Pokemon. That's your job, isn't it, Diglett? Yes, but I don't know what I don't know. I'm gonna have to figure out voices for all these characters, man. This is gonna be tough. What? Are they arguing? Sorry to make you wait. Well, it's true that you don't see any Riolu in these parts, but you don't seem to be bad. Okay, good enough. Okay, good enough. Enter. Yikes. I'm so nervous. So jittery. Well, I'm glad we're finally allowed in. My heart's pounding, though. Okay, let's go in. How long is the stream going to be? I don't know. There's a hatch that leads underground here. What? Bum 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 ba-dum 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 bum 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 ba-dum 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 ba da 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 ba-da da 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 bum ba-da-bum bum 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 ba-dum bum 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 bum. Thank you for the $5 No, we can't see Dumpy. RD, thank you for $5. I have not read Chainsaw Man. Wow. So this is Wigglytuff's guild. So many Pokemon. I wonder if they're all on exploration teams. Oh, Xanto, thank you. Excuse me? It was you two that just came in, right? Yes. I'm Chatot. I'm the Pokemon in the know around these parts. I'm Guildmaster Wigglytuff's right-hand Pokemon. Now, shoo. Leave the premises. We have no time for salespeople or silly surveys. Off you go, if you please. No. That's not why we're here. This fucking bird, exactly, dude. This fucking bird. We want to form an exploration team. That's why we came. We want to be trained as an exploration team. What? Exploration team? It's rare to see a kid like this want to apprentice at the guild, especially given how hard our training is. Surely the steady stream of Pokemon that run away from our rigorous training proves how true that is. Excuse me. Is the exploration team training that severe? What? Well, no. It's not true in the slightest. Our training program for exploration teams is as easy as can be. Well. Ooh. No, there's a musical note. Well. I wish you had told me up front that you wanted to be an exploration team. Hee hee. Wah. Can we cook this motherfucker? His attitude suddenly changed, didn't it? Okay, let's get your team signed up right away. Follow me. No, anything wrong? Come in over here. Quickly, please. Yeah, that is not the final boss. This is the guild's second underground floor. This is mainly where the apprentices work. Team registration is this way. Come along, please. Wow, we're 2 floors under the ground, but you can see outside. Oh, please, hush now. The guild is built into the side of a cliff. It's only natural that you would be able to see outside. Oh. Now here we are at Guildmaster Wigglytuff's chamber. Oh no, on no account. I repeat, on no account should you be discourteous to our Guildmaster. Guildmaster? It's Chatot. I'm coming in. Guildmaster, I present to you Guildmaster. Hiya! I'm Wigglytuff. I'm the guild's Guildmaster. You want to form an exploration team? Then let's go for it. First, we must register your exploration team's name. So tell me your team's name. Oh, our team's name? We didn't think of that. So what do you think would be a good name for us, Balls? A lot of penis suggestions in chat. Balls Corp. I actually was thinking of that. D's. Seen a lot for D's. Should I do Balls Corp? They're gonna refer to us as like Team Blank. So we want a good name for that. D's. 9.5 on Metacritic. Oh, wait. Yeah, no, that's good. Ooh, T-Boy! Yeah, that's a good name. It suits us. All settled then. All registered. Your team has. Ooh, I mean, registering. All registered. Yumta. Congratulations. From now on, you're an official exploration team. I present you with this in commemoration. Wigglytuff set down. Sorry. Wigglytuff set down a Pokemon exploration team kit. A Pokemon exploration team kit? Yep. It's what every exploration team needs. Quick, open it up. Mudkip, open the Pokemon exploration team kit. Look at the only other streamer that's streaming this game. There's no one. There was an explorer badge inside. And a water map. And a treasure bag. Yeah, there are all sorts of great items in here. That's your explorer badge. It's your official team identification. And there's the wonder map, which is a wonder of convenience. Finally, there's a treasure bag. It lets you carry items you find in dungeons. Your successes as an exploration team can lead to bigger and bigger space for your treasure bag. It's a very wonderful bag. Have a peek inside your treasure bag. Mudkip peered into the treasure bag. The defensive scarf was inside. A sky blue bow was also inside. Those two items are special. I'm sure they will help you on your adventures. So thank you. We'll do our best. Yup. Game ends right there. But you're only apprenticing right now, so do your best to train. We will. Let's always do our best, balls. Dude, I wish I could kick that bird. Dude, why does everyone hate chatbot? I mean, I get it, but like, this is your room. Great, we get beds. You will live here while you work for us. Things will start getting busy for you tomorrow. So rise early and start living up to our code. Don't stay up late. Get to sleep early tonight. That is all. I just see him as a stupid fucking bird with nothing to contribute to society. Dude, this irrational hatred for Chatot is really funny though. Maybe it is rational. Everyone hates him. Beep, beep, beep. Beep, 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 beep. Well, are you still awake, balls? My heart's been racing all day over every little thing. But I'm glad I finally made myself come here. I thought Wigglytuff would be scary, but he seems pretty friendly. Oh shit, I didn't say Wigglytuff. That's my bad. We're going to experience all sorts of things starting tomorrow, but I'm not very scared. In fact, it's the other way around. I'm super excited about the adventures we'll face. I'm feeling a little sleepy. Let's give it our all tomorrow. Okay, balls. Good night. Who the hell is this guy? Now I'm suddenly apprenticing at the guild? Now I gotta admit, it's pretty exciting to be in an exploration team. I mean, it's fun to be friends with Mudkip. But first things first, who am I? How did I turn into a Pokemon? How did I end up unconscious on that beach? I'm feeling sleepy too. Well, thinking about it won't help right now. I'd better focus on the guild's work for now, I guess. If I do that, well, everything should become clear eventually. Everything should just work out. I'll surely get to the bottom of this in time. God, I'm sleepy and confused. This fucking sucks. Yeah. Save completed. Exploration team, quick tip. You can save a record of your progress by climbing onto your bed from now on. So whenever you want to save your progress, just climb onto your bed. I wish that was how it worked in real life. The next morning. Hey! Hey there! Rise and shine! Ugh. My head is pounding. What a ridiculously loud voice. It almost blasted my eardrums. What? Why are you still asleep? Wake up. Ugh. My poor ears. Come on, snap out of it. I'm Loudred, and I'm a fellow apprentice. If you're late for our morning briefing, you'll be sorry, so move it. Guildmaster Wigglytuff has got a big temper. If you make him lose it, yowie, that would be one very scary scene. I've got goosebumps just thinking about it. Yeesh. Yeesh. Loudred supremacy. So anyway, I'm not about to get in trouble because you rookies got up late, so get in gear. Eric, my ears are still ringing. What did he say? Something about getting ready? Oh yeah! We signed up as apprentices at Wigglytuff's guild, that's right. But that means... Wah! We totally overslept. We've gotta hurry, balls. You're late, rookies. Hush. Your voice is ridiculously loud. Humph. Everyone seems to be present. Very well, let us conduct our morning address. Guildmaster, the guild is in full attendance. Attendance. Fucking fry the stupid bird. Fuck this bird. Fuck this bird. Stupid ass bird. No, who's the Nightfall in 1992 just said, I want to fuck that bird. I hope the bird die. Zzz, Snorfle. Zzz. Guildmaster Wigglytuff never ceases to amaze me. Yeah, you got that right. Yeah, it looks like he's wide awake. Yeah, his eyes are wide open, but he's fast asleep. Thank you, sir. We all value your words of wisdom. Okay, Pokemon, take our Guildmaster's words of wisdom to heart. Finally, let's not forget our morning cheers. All together now. A 1, a 2, a 1, 2, 3. 1, don't shirk work. 2, run away and pay. 3, smiles go for miles. Okay, Pokemon, get to work. Hooray. Hey, you shouldn't just be wandering around there. You two come here. Crank up these tunes. Is it a little quiet or something? You're just beginners. We'll have you start off with this assignment. This is the job bulletin board. Pokemon from various regions post job requests here. The bird is a witch. You're aware that bad Pokemon are cropping up in greater numbers, right? Yup. Because the flow of time is getting messed up. It's wreaking havoc, right? Which is why lots of bad Pokemon are appearing. The flow of time is getting messed up? Time? As in, like, hours and minutes? I mean, like, something's wrong with that? That's like a problem? Because of that, more and more bad Pokemon are popping up? What's going on here? Precisely. Time getting out of whack has caused an outbreak of bad Pokemon. Perhaps because of all that, we have noticed an increase in the number of jobs. In addition, and it's unknown if this is because of Time's influence, there's also been a mass outbreak of mystery dungeons. That's the name, boys. That's the name of the game. We gotta wrap it up. We gotta stop it there. That's the name of the game. Clip its wings. Mystery dungeons. That's the name of this game. So, Balls, you know how we got my relic fragment back yesterday? The place where we found it was a mystery dungeon. A mystery dungeon changes each time you go into it. There's a different layout and different items every time you enter. If you faint in the middle of a dungeon, you lose half of your P. You can even lose half of your items or more. Finally, you can get kicked right out. They're very strange places. But every time you go inside one, there's always new things to discover. They really are fantastic places to go exploring. Well, you're quite informed, aren't you? That makes things much easier for me to explain. Jobs all take place in mystery dungeons. So, let's look for a job that you should perform. Bonk? Yes, maybe this will do. Quack. No, really. Let's read it. Hello, my name is Spoink. An outlaw has run off with my most prized possession, my precious pearl. The pearl is life itself, to me. I just can't seem to settle down if that pearl isn't in its proper place atop my head. But I've heard my pearl has been sighted. It's said to be on a rocky bluff, but this bluff is reported to be extremely unsafe. I could never go somewhere so frightening. Oh, friendly readers, would you be so kind as to go to the bluff and get my pearl? I beg your help, exploration team members from Spoink. Wait a second. We're going to fetch an item that someone dropped. I would rather do something that's more of an adventure. I'd rather look for treasure or explore unknown places, things like that. Hush. Yikes. It's important that you rookies pay your dues. Now pay attention. I'll repeat the warnings again to make sure they stick. You'll be forced out of a dungeon and sent back here if either of you faints. You'll lose half your money, and you could lose half your items or more. You'd best be careful. If you've understood all that, I suggest you get on with the job. Fucking hate that bird. Bum, 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 bum. This must be the Bluffs entrance. Spoinks. Mission description said the pearl is deep down on the B7 floor level. It sounds like a seriously dangerous place. Let's be careful. Let's do our best, Balls. You and your partner can now hold one item each. Now that you have the treasure bag, you can also keep 16 items in your inventory. Some items, like bows, work only if held by a Pokemon, so use the give option, found under the item section of the menu, to hand over. Shit. No. No. Why would he do that? Okay. Game time. Game time. Game time. Let's go for a little bite. So some little bite action. And then do it again. Oh, you can set a move. I forgot about this. Oh, dude, yes. Customization. Let's go. Let's do that one. No. Let's go fun. No, that's over the top. Let's go with this one. Yeah, that's cool. Okay, there's a key. I can set a move to be on this. So I can set this. Balls is the only good character. Okay, so it should be like, let's see. Control config. If I remember correctly, it's, yeah, it's like this. Yep, okay. Let's go. Woo! Good. I leveled up. Did you get a move? You didn't get a move? You piece of shit. Then... Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh shit, wait, how do you do this? It's not that. There's a way to throw the thing. What was the key? LR? Ah. It's just that easy. Okay. Oh, I forgot that hunger is a thing. Crazy. Oh man. You really did it. Oh, he's fine. Bump. Bump. Bum 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 bum. This game's so free. This game's so free, dude. Literally made for children. And can I quick attack from here? I can. I should have used a move there. True. That's so true. That's so awesome. Just wait until post game. I know. I've played this game many a time. I know about the post game. It's tough. Apple. Yeah. Which game is this? Explores the sky. Turn bonus XP point. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Jeez. Tingling got a lot of fucking... Gummy! I gotta get some intelligence points! Woo! Oh! Let's go! Did you get a move? Oh my gosh. Please. I'm begging. You gotta get something, man. Ooh, XIC. Sick. Hold on to that for the next dungeon. Woo! Is evolving part of this game? It is in post game. Spoilers. What's the difference between Skytime Darkness? There's a bunch of added stuff in Sky. Dude, this shit's just gonna be me enjoying the songs, I think. Oh, that's a fake Oranberry. That's a fake. Don't look at it. That's a fake. Oh my. Oh shit, wait. Oh, there's stairs over here. What the heck? Dude, what the fuck? P! Oh, right. Oh my. Ouchie wouchie. Yeah, get him. Yeah, get him. Yeah, bitch. Yeah, bitch. Get bit, bitch. We're gonna feed that gummy to our guy. Oh, wrong menu. Oh no, that's not what we want at all. Check this out, check this out. We have to throw it at him. Huge. And that should be the end. Are you going to be playing through the entire game on stream? Yeah, I think so. I think people are enjoying it. Oh, look at that. Oh, my voice is dying though. Let's hurry back with it. Oh my gosh. Thank you. That pearl must be propped on my head, you see. I missed it so much. I just couldn't settle down without it up there. So I was just boinging and springing everywhere. That's why I'm covered in dings and bumps. But thanks to you, that long nightmare is over. You have my sincere thanks. Balls' team was rewarded with a protein. You also received a calcium. You also received an iron. You were also given 2000p. It's gonna be 200p. Of course, that's nothing compared to my pearl's value. Farewell, young adventurers. We're rich, Balls. We got rich just like that. Well done, team. I will be taking the money. Now hand that money over, if you please. Huh? Most of the money from jobs goes to the guildmaster, you see, and your team's share of the money comes out to this much. Huh? We keep only 200p? That's awful. Well, that's the guild's rule. You simply have to accept it. Huh. The fucking bird. Everyone, thanks for waiting. That's the food guy. He does the food. Oh. Listen, Balls. Wasn't today hectic? So much happened, but I'm relieved that our first job was a success. It was really upsetting how Wigglytuff's guild took most of the money. That's just the cost of training, I guess. We can't do anything about it. But what made me really happy today, though, was getting thanked by Spoink. Yawn. I'm getting sleepy. I'm going to sleep. Let's try our best again tomorrow. Good night, Balls. The scream. Thanks, Souls. Up and at 'em, it's morning. Oh, good morning, Balls. Save state as okie dokie. That's all for today of that. My voice is shot now. It should save, right? How does it save? Oh, good stream. Thanks. Wait, I gotta check on donos. Thank you, Nightfall92 for the 5. So depressing. Thanks for 5. Was this? You sent an Imgur link. What? The fuck? This This is what he sent with his dono. What the fuck? Poor kitty cat. Then Chad Tot looking submissive and killable. Also super glad you're back. Thanks Z-Record for the fiver. Just Morgo with the fiver. Glad to see you're back. I've been watching since 2017. I doubt that, but thank you for watching, man. Okay. Yeah, I think I'm gonna be done. Yeah. Thanks for coming by, everybody. This was a exhausting stream. My voice is shot now. I'm not sure I can keep up the voices. That was fun though. I don't think I'll be back later. I doubt it. But there might be a night stream or something tonight. I don't know if I'm feeling like it. We'll see. Also, I'm gonna upload. I gotta upload the VODs on the VODs channel. If you missed anything, should be stuff going up on there. Yep, that's gonna be it. Later, guys. Bye bye. Also, thanks for all the donations. Appreciate it. We're up to 57.59. So thank you guys.